Who does not love good old-fashioned cheeseburger and fries, right? So today we are going to be making a vegan gourmet version of this. The cook time is about 20 minutes and you're going to end up with something that's super unique and different that some of it you've probably never even heard of or thought to come together, and I'm going to get into that in just a minute. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about why I thought that something like this would be interesting, because it's been a few years now since I became vegetarian, and I remember one of the challenges that I faced when I was first deciding to go in the vegetarian vegan direction was I love cheeseburger and fries. How am I gonna, replace that? Am I gonna rebel? Am I gonna, go against myself and just find some and cave in and go back to, the Burger King drive-thru or whatever? So I was doing some research, and what I found was that there are some fast food places like Burger King has got an Impossible Whopper, but as of right now, I think that's like the only one. I remember Carl's Jr. used to have one, but they've discontinued it, and it was kind of expensive, but fine, Burger King has one, so you can get like your cheeseburger and fries fixed if you're a vegetarian or vegan that way. But here's what I've learned with that. First of all, fast food's gotten so expensive lately. And I don't know about your Burger King, but the one by me, I usually end up having to wait about 18 to 20 minutes, which is the opposite of fast. So like, call it like slow, expensive food. Like, isn't that basically like a restaurant? So anyways, I got to the point where I was getting fed up, and I was like, there's got to be a way that I can do this myself. And that's what we're going to do today. So this burger and this fries that we're going to be making today, here's the thing. I think you're going to love it so much because like I don't even miss like the fast food burger anymore, because this one that I've created is so much better, and it's actually cheaper, and you get to do it in your own home too. So you're not sitting in drive-thrus and all that stuff. This particular one takes about, I would say, 20 minutes. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a gourmet vegan cheeseburger. It is so good, and it is loaded with all sorts of good stuff. And we're also going to be making sweet potato fries. Now these sweet potato fries are going to be a little bit different than anything you've probably had before, because I'm going to be adding a special sauce on them, and it is a PB&J glaze. And when I say PB&J, yes, I mean peanut butter and jelly. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, this thing is so good. So you're going to end up with this kind of cool gourmet experience at less cost than going out, and definitely faster and easier. So I think stick around for this. I think you're going to enjoy it. We're going to get into it right now, and I would say the cook time for anyone preparing this is about 20 minutes. I'm going to try and make this video not as long as that, but I think you're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. So let's get to it. Okay, it's very exciting. So we're going to have two components to this dinner. We're going to have a baking component and then a stovetop component. Again, the whole thing will take about 20 minutes to do, and it's going to be awesome. So definitely worth it. We're going to start out with the baking component. So first thing I did here is we're going to do sweet potatoes roasted with a peanut butter and jelly glaze. Sounds crazy, but it's super good. So just your standard sweet potato at the grocery store. I already cleaned it up and put it out on the baking sheet. Put a little like Pam non-stick below. Then put the sweet potato sliced up. You can of course do this any way that you like if you want to do kind of home fries styles or whatever. This way I just decided to slice them just like circles here. And then what I'm going to do is a peanut butter and jelly glaze. This is exactly what it sounds like. It is good old-fashioned peanut butter and good old-fashioned jelly. These are all vegan, so we are good to go. What I like to do here is take about 2 tablespoons of each. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of jelly. Double check and make sure that these are your regular peanut butter and jelly. For example, like a peanut butter with honey in it would not be vegan. So just something to keep in mind. But then what we do, we put about, you gotta kind of figure based off of how many slices of sweet potato you're using, with the thought that you want to be able to apply the sauce on liberally at the end. So for this particular batch, went with 2 tablespoons jelly, 2 tablespoons peanut butter, and then all we're gonna do is microwave it for about 40 seconds. So put it in the microwave. We're gonna let this do its thing for, I'm gonna go with about 45 seconds. And then we're gonna take some olive oil. I like to use the spray olive oil, this one from Whole Foods. Any spray olive oil is fine. Or you can also use your just regular old olive oil that you've got at the house with, you know, one of these brushes and just kind of brush it on. I find this spray, this organic spray from Whole Foods makes it just a little bit easier and quicker to just kind of spray it on. So we'll just put on a little bit of the olive oil here. This will help it to soften a little bit. And of course, olive oil is super good for you. Lots of health benefits there. So why not, right? So as that starts to settle in a little bit, the next step will be to apply on the peanut butter and jelly glaze. So after you microwave it, it's kind of like, can you see that okay? It's kind of like, you know, soupy, and all you do is just mix it up. That's it. It's gonna end up the kind of grapish color, and you just mix up that peanut butter and jelly, just like that, and that's it. Okay, so now, this is hot, so be careful. Then all we do is we just take the bowl and we just use our little brush here and just brush it on liberally. It's kind of like got like a pasty consistency to it. And when this starts to bake, go ahead and start your oven too at this point if you want to do the preheat, which of course is recommended. I have it preheating right now at 425. It's 425 degrees. So go ahead and start that preheat. These will end up baking for about 15, maybe 20 minutes at most. But these will be baking in the background while we're doing the cheeseburgers. So just, you know, good to get this out of the way. As you can see, this is a very kind of a pasty solution. And it applies on really nicely and easily. My thought is, you know, you can kind of apply it liberally, because once it starts baking, it's gonna liquefy a little bit, absorb into it, and kind of melt over it. So, you know, a little bit extra can't hurt. And it's just peanut butter and jelly, right? Peanut butter, high in protein, jelly, organic, you know. The only thing you gotta watch with jellies is added sugar. So if you're getting like a organic one, you should be good to go, but still something good to check, you know, if you're trying to keep it healthy. But this will be something new and different for you to try. It was just sort of a little random concoction. I just like to randomly do stuff. And I like to think, okay, what's in my house that's easy and classic, and let's try it in a different format, basically. And that's how this happened. So I think we are probably good to go here with our peanut butter and jelly glaze. Maybe a little bit more on this guy. I can't wait to try this out. So just to kind of give you an idea, this is what we're looking at. This is the glaze beforehand. Now we're gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven, and we're going to set our timer for probably about, we're gonna start with 15 minutes. Yeah, that's cooking. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, so next up we're gonna get to the stovetop portion of this, and this is where we can go ahead and turn on the burner to, I usually set it to 4, so, you know, just depending on your stovetop, it's just a little bit like below medium for mine. I put in some Earth Balance butter. We're gonna saute the veggies up and then toss the burgers in here to prepare them here. I use the vegan Earth Balance butter, which is super good. And then I use minced garlic from Spice World. Not to be confused with the other Spice World. Just saying. So now you know. So get those going. Get those out of the way, and then we're gonna add in, for these burgers, our deluxe burgers are gonna have some sauteed mushrooms, and we're gonna add in some sauteed onions too. I don't know, I sort of feel like you can never have enough like mushrooms and onions, so why not? While these veggies begin to sizzle, the next thing we're gonna wanna do is prepare our burger plate. So for the bun, I'm using Dave's Killer Breads, vegan, no animal products used in creating these breads. There's a whole variety of them. This one is the 21 whole grains with seeds, but there's a bunch that you can choose from there. And the cheese that we're gonna ultimately put on top of these burgers is the Chao cheese from Field and Roast. This is literally the greatest vegan cheese ever, especially when it's melted. So good. So just getting that on standby. So now we've got a little bit of our garlic, butter, and our veggies sauteing right now. I'm gonna add just a little bit of coconut aminos for some flavor. This is our alternative to soy sauce. Super good, significantly lower in sodium than soy sauce. Okay, so we got our veggies sauteing. Now the next thing we're gonna add, I like to do this all in one pan. It just makes it easier. So I'll put the veggies in there for like a minute or two before I put in the Beyond Stack Burger. Now Beyond actually makes a ton of different types of burgers. I just happen to really like these the best. They're real thick and juicy, like you would be, if you've never tried them before, definitely try them. They taste just like, you know, Burger King or whatever. Like you would be so surprised that these are plant-based, but they're super good. What I usually like to do is I take them out frozen and I'll just microwave them for like about 30 seconds. And then I just add them in with these veggies one at a time. Okay. And now you can kind of, you know, spice these up a little bit if you want to. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic powder on these. A little bit of garlic powder. Not garlic salt, but garlic powder. Trying to keep it healthy as possible, right? And I will add a little bit of the coconut aminos to those burgers too. Just to give them a little flavor. But as you will soon see, you don't really need a whole lot of extra flavors. The flavors from the veggies and the burgers alone are going to be awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is these veggies are looking about ready to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these on our burger. And you know what? This is going to be a sloppy burger, and that is okay. So just go ahead and toss the veggies on one side here. And then the rest. I'm making for 2 right now, in case you were wondering portion size. That's what's happening here. And then actually, let's go ahead and do this. Get it in there. And then now we've just got the burgers left in here. They're probably ready for a flip. I'm telling you, you're going to be so surprised, A, at how fast this all comes together, but B, the fact that these are plant-based burgers. If you've never had them, I mean, they are so good. Like I was mentioning, you know, I was worried that I wasn't going to find stuff that I liked as a vegetarian. These solve the problem. Like, I don't even think about fast food, because this ends up being faster than going to fast food, so that's a win. Okay. While those are finishing up, the other thing that I'm going to want to put on, actually we can kind of think about the cheese. Oh yeah, the other thing I'm going to want to put on here is I've sliced up some tomatoes and some peppers just to kind of put on here. Now this is totally at your discretion too, like whatever you want to add. I'm going to add just some tomatoes, and mixed in there are some like sweet peppers, just real lightly. Get those on there. Check these guys. Looks good, looks good. Oh yeah, we're getting there. And in fact, let's do it. Okay, put the burger on top of those tomatoes. We're almost there. Holy cow. Okay, and then the last step is the Chao cheese. Okay, oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. Okay, so go ahead and put on a piece on each burger, fresh out of the pan there, and it'll help to melt it a little bit. Almost there. So we're at the 15-minute mark on the oven. So let's see. Whoa. We're at the 15-minute mark in the oven, so we're checking to see how these sweet potatoes are doing. As you can see, they are looking pretty scrumptious. That peanut butter and jelly glaze is definitely glistening. So we're gonna give it a couple more minutes, but we're almost there. Okay, so while we're waiting for the sweet potatoes with the peanut butter and jelly glaze to come out, those will probably end up taking a total of about 20 minutes. So they'll be like your bookends for this whole meal while everything else is prepared in between. We've got our burgers here, And the last step, and this is totally up to you, like what kind of condiments you want to add. Ketchup and mustard are both vegan. So we're just gonna go ahead and add some ketchup and mustard on these guys. And one of them, I'm gonna leave open like this so you can see it, and then I'm gonna get some pictures too, so you can get a nice close-up shot of this guy. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of ketchup. Oh my gosh, this thing is gonna be so good. Yes! Okay, the moment we've been waiting for, we're gonna pull the sweet potatoes out. Big finish here, I can already feel it. Just remember to turn off that oven. Grab these guys out. Whoa, yes. Okay, so these guys, oh my gosh, they look so good. Okay, so I'm telling you, this is gonna be better than anything you can get at a restaurant, and you can do it at home. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just grab a, oh yeah, a couple of these bad boys. I'm gonna do, thinking maybe 3 each, and of course if you have leftovers you can enjoy those later. I'm gonna leave one of these open, one of these closed, so you can see what they look like. But now the masterpiece is complete. Yes, so this is what we have for the completed yummy dinner. Better than anything you could get in a restaurant, right? I mean, how good is this? So, I mean, oh my gosh, look at that. You've got the cheese, the onions, you got tomatoes on there, a little bit of ketchup and mustard, and then your sweet potatoes, which you'll be able to enjoy with the peanut butter and jelly glaze. So anyways, that is it. You're gonna be my taste tester. Tell me what you think.
Wow, that looks great and it smells very good. Holy Snickers. Ooh.
What do you smell?
Whoa. The sweet potatoes, the meat.
That's the Beyond Burger. It's a vegetarian burger.
It smells very good.
Oh, good. Well, it's all yours. Happy dinner.
You.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Make sure to follow for more kind of cool, innovative, vegetarian, and lots of vegan cooking too. I do have a vegan dedicated playlist on my channel if you want to see more of the vegan stuff I've done. And then there's of course a ton of vegetarian too, but I try to make meals that you can do relatively easy with, you know, mostly stuff that you have, ideally, you know, but this one is good to go. You don't even need to go to a restaurant. You've got your fancy dinner right here. Cook it for a loved one. But again, thanks for stopping by the channel. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon, and take care. Thanks again.